Let me tell you something most people will never say to your face. Something uncomfortable, something raw, something that might sting your ego but will set you free forever. Nobody is coming to save you. No hero, no miracle, no perfect timing, no magical opportunity knocking at your door. And the faster you accept this truth, the faster your life will change. Because right now, whether you realize it or not, you are waiting for motivation, waiting for support, waiting for confidence, waiting for someone to believe in you first. But let me ask you something honestly. How long have you been waiting? Months? Years? A lifetime? And what has waiting given you? The comfortable lie that keeps you stuck. From childhood, we are fed a beautiful lie. Everything will work out. Someone will help you. Just be patient. Your time will come. But no one tells you the other half of the truth. Yes, things can work out. Yes, help can come. Yes, your time can arrive. But only after you move, not before. Life does not reward potential. Life does not reward intention. Life does not reward waiting. Life rewards action, especially uncomfortable, lonely, thankless action. And most people never take it. Why this realization hurts so much? The idea that nobody is coming to save you hurts because it removes excuses. If nobody is coming, then you can't blame your parents anymore. You can't blame your past forever. You can't blame your partner, your boss, society, or luck. And accountability is terrifying because the moment you accept responsibility, you also accept power. And power means you can no longer hide. The loneliest phase of growth. There is a phase in every successful person's life that no one talks about. It is quiet. It is lonely. It is boring. It is painful. No applause, no encouragement, no validation. Just you and the work. This is the phase where dreams die for most people, because humans crave comfort more than progress, and this phase offers zero comfort. You wake up early, no one notices. You work late, no one cares. You sacrifice fun, no one applauds. You struggle silently, no one asks. And your mind whispers, "What's the point? Why am I doing this alone? Why does no one support me?" That whisper is the test. Stop waiting for support that may never come. Here's another truth that hurts. Some people will never support you, not because they hate you, but because your growth threatens their comfort. Your discipline highlights their laziness. Your ambition exposes their excuses. Your change forces them to question their stagnation. So they discourage you. They doubt you. They joke about your goals. They say, "Be realistic." And if you're waiting for their approval before you move forward, you'll be waiting forever. Do it scared. Do it tired. Do it alone. You don't need confidence to start. Confidence comes after action, not before. You don't need motivation. Motivation is unreliable. It shows up when it feels like it. But discipline shows up even when you don't want to. Do it when you're scared. Do it when you feel unqualified. Do it when you feel behind. Do it when no one claps. Because doing it alone builds something rare, self-trust. And once you trust yourself, you become unstoppable. No one is coming, and that's a gift. Let me reframe this truth for you. Nobody is coming to save you is not a curse. It's a gift. It means you don't need permission. You don't need validation. You don't need perfect conditions. You don't need approval. It means you are enough to begin. And the moment you stop waiting for rescue, you become your own savior. The day everything changes. There is a specific moment in every strong person's life. A quiet decision. Not loud, not dramatic, no announcement. Just a sentence whispered inside. If this is going to change, it's on me. That moment changes everything. Because from that moment on, you stop complaining, you stop explaining, you stop expecting, you start building. This is where most people quit, right here, because they realize no one will push them, no one will carry them, no one will rescue them. And instead of stepping up, they step back into comfort. But if you stay, if you endure the loneliness, if you keep showing up unseen, something powerful begins to happen. If you're still here, it means something important. It means it didn't scare you away. It means the truth didn't crush you, it woke you up. So now we move from realization to transformation, because knowing nobody is coming to save you is only step one. Step two is becoming the person who doesn't need saving. The moment you stop feeling sorry for yourself. Let's be honest. Self-pity feels good. For a moment, it feels justified. It feels deserved. But self-pity is also the most dangerous addiction, because it disguises itself as reflection while quietly draining your power. The strongest people in the world didn't have easier lives. They had harder ones. The difference? They didn't sit in their pain. They used it. Pain can either harden you into bitterness or sharpen you into strength. The choice is yours every single day. Discipline, the skill that saves you. Motivation is emotional. Discipline is mechanical. Motivation says, I feel like it. Discipline says, it's time. And when nobody is coming to save you, discipline becomes your lifeline. You wake up, not because you're inspired, but because you decided. You work, not because it's exciting, but because it's necessary. You continue, not because it's easy, but because quitting costs more. Discipline is self-respect in action. It's how you say, I keep promises to myself. And once you do that consistently, you stop needing encouragement. Learn to stand without emotional support. This is uncomfortable, but essential. You must learn to function without constant reassurance, external validation, someone checking on you. Because the world will not always care about your feelings, but your future will care deeply about your actions. Emotional self-reliance means you don't collapse when no one claps. You don't stop when no one notices. You don't quit when no one understands. You learn to say, I'll keep going, even if I'm the only one who knows. That is maturity. That is strength. That is freedom. The power of being misunderstood. Here's something few people realize. Being misunderstood is part of growth. People will think you've changed. They'll say you're distant. They'll say you're obsessed. They'll say you're selfish. What they really mean is you're no longer living in a way that comforts us. And that's okay. You weren't born to be understood by everyone. You were born to fulfill your potential. And potential demands distance from the crowd. Loneliness is not your enemy. Loneliness feels heavy because you were taught to fear it. But loneliness is not emptiness. It's space. Space to think. Space to focus. Space to rebuild. The most dangerous thing for a growing mind is noise. Loneliness removes the noise. It forces you to confront yourself, your habits, your excuses, your fears, your strength. And if you don't run from it, loneliness becomes clarity. Stop asking, why me? The question, why me, weakens you. It implies you're special in suffering. Life owes you fairness. Instead, ask, what is this preparing me for? Because hardship is never random. It builds mental endurance, emotional control, decision-making under pressure. The pain you survive quietly becomes the confidence you carry loudly later. Become your own standard. When nobody is coming to save you,
comparison becomes irrelevant. You stop measuring yourself against others. You measure yourself against yesterday. Did you show up today? Did you do the hard thing? Did you keep your word? That becomes enough. And when your standard comes from within, no one can take it from you. The day people notice, don't let it change you. One day, slowly, things shift. People start asking questions. They notice your consistency. They admire your discipline. They say, "You're lucky." They won't see the nights you cried quietly. They won't see the days you almost quit. They won't see the loneliness. And that's fine, because you didn't do it for applause. You did it because nobody was coming and you refused to stay weak. You were never meant to be saved. Here's the final truth. You were never meant to be rescued. You were meant to rise. You were meant to become strong enough to carry yourself, wise enough to guide yourself, brave enough to walk alone. And once you do, you don't just change your life, you become proof for others that it's possible. Final word. If no one has told you this yet, listen carefully. You are capable of more than you feel right now. You are stronger than your current circumstances, and the fact that you're doing this alone, that's not a weakness, that's your origin story. Nobody is coming to save you, so save yourself and don't look back.